Never allow anyone to guilt trip you, scapegoat you, or use your emotions against you in any way, shape, or form. People cry in order to elicit a reaction out of you. When people want sympathy or pity, they will turn on tears. And me being an empath, that used to work on me. I get really like emotional or sensitive when I see people crying or overwhelmed in any kind of way. I feel for them. I feel their energy. And it used to be hard for me to ignore someone crying. But after learning how people will literally use emotions, like I said, to manipulate you, I had to be more discerning with what I allow, what reactions or what actions I allow to get a reaction out of me. And you have to do the same. If you know that someone wants you to do something that is against your spirit, like you feel you don't want to do it, you feel bad about doing it, but yet you have this person that you love trying to make you feel bad about not doing it, trying to make you feel bad about not doing it. So who do you appease? The person that you love so they won't feel bad, or yourself so that you don't feel bad? In my opinion, this should be a no-brainer. But there are so many people who are selfless and they put people before themselves, and it's like you got to put your own mask on first, honey. You cannot care about people's feelings and emotions more than you do your own, because your emotions are what are your guidance system. Your emotions are your guidance system. If you're into spirituality, you will learn that when it feels good, keep going. And when it feels bad, stop. And if you have someone in your ear that's trying to convince you to do something that makes you feel bad because you love them, that person doesn't love you. And they should be dealt with accordingly. If somebody you love tries to manipulate you or through your emotions in any way, turn to them and say, if they ask you like, why not? I thought you loved me. Turn to them and ask, what's love got to do with it? Because it has nothing to do with it. I can love you till the cows come home. But if you want me to do something for you that goes against something that I want for myself, or it's just something that I don't want in general, then why should I have to engage because I love you? I don't. And anybody trying to convince you otherwise, like I said, do not love you. Men who cheat on you and they act recklessly throughout the whole relationship. They treat you as if they don't care if their actions dismantle the relationship. But by cheating behind your back, it's a possibility that they could get caught, right? And once they get caught, it's a possibility that the relationship could end. And they know these things, but they still move forward with, I don't know whose car that is, but they still move forward with cheating on you because the risk is is not greater than the reward, or however you want to say it. Like, they don't care. They feel better about cheating than they do about being loyal and faithful to your relationship. But let you find out that they cheated on you. They on their knees, they crying, they snot coming down their nose, they looking like Roscoe from Martin. Like, you wasn't acting like that when you was in that girl, hoo-ha. You wasn't acting like that when you was with Tina from down the street. You wasn't crying for me. You wasn't thinking about me or this relationship when you was out with other women or other men. But now your world is over. You know what the consequences are to cheating. You did not care. And it's not because you didn't think you would get caught. You have to consider every time, like, what if I get caught? Anytime you're doing anything that you're not supposed to do, you do think about getting caught. At least once. So he thought about getting caught, or she thought about getting caught, and decided that it didn't matter. It wasn't worth them not engaging in cheating on you. And it works. So many women were like, he cried, this man cried and he begged me to take him back just to cheat again. Why do you think that is? The emotions weren't real. Men know that women are run based off of emotions, mostly. And they're run based off of logic, the mental. So women have to play mind games to level the playing field with men, unfortunately. And men use manipulative tactics to manipulate a woman by her emotions. So beware, which is just be aware. Be aware that people will utilize emotions no matter what it is to get what they want from you. You have to be strong enough to pay attention to your own real emotions. It's up to you to discern whether or not you want to engage in whatever it is that somebody's trying to involve you in based off of your emotions and how you feel about it. If it feels good, then go with it. If it feels bad or makes you feel uneasy, or don't. Now, you also need to learn what fear-based emotions are, because fear could get in the way and you could think that it's real, but fear is a man-made concept. The spirit is fearless. But when you get into your mind and you start to think logically of the things like, wait, I'm about to jump out of this plane, however many feet up in the air, that's what's scary. But when you have faith as a spirit, you know that, one, you can't really die. Even if you died, your body died, which I wouldn't do it then either, but I'm just saying. Well, you wouldn't really die. And two, you have faith that the Lord is going to give you wings and you're going to make it to the ground safely. Anyways, all that to say, be careful with your emotions. Be careful who you give them to. Be careful who you tell your deepest, darkest secrets and your desires. Because when people know what you want, they pretend like they can give it to you so they can get what they want. And we're not trying to have that. Is this crooked the whole time? No. So yeah, that's all I have to say in this video, you guys. Beware, be aware, guard your emotions with your heart, because people will play on them and prey on them.